Go.
Welcome to the Vape-Out podcast. We have, of course, been talking about nonsense for about the last hour, so we're good and warmed up for you. But of course, the important topics, we have some bills to talk to you about: the state Senate bills and the advisor bills.
Special session bills.
Yes.
Special.
Are they all in special session?
Right now they are.
Okay. So yeah, special session. Basically, that means we don't have to know, or they don't have to tell us anything about it until. It means a lot of things, but we don't know about it until a week before it's actually going to happen.
That seems pretty crooked.
Well, welcome to the government.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We have a craft vapor juice. We saw them at ECC.
Craft vapor hype. Woo!
Craft vapor.
Craft vapory.
One of them's toast. I'm pretty interested in that.
Jelly toast, dude.
I want some toast.
So we'll get to that as well. But we are going to go through the craft vapory juice and get through that.
What?
Apparently, we're going to talk a little topic about what we prefer, either sub-tanks or RDA. So we'll get into that later.
You didn't have to announce that, but cool.
I did.
All right.
It happened.
It did. It just happened. That's what you got.
And
What just happened?
and I can't do that one. Okay. So the bills. First of all.
I ain't got no bills.
We're doing that right away.
No, I want to know what this is.
I'm showing you.
Oh, no.
Let me see.
Nothing.
Let me see. Oh my god. I was gonna say that too.
I hate you.
So it's, correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe it's SBX 6-2.
Yeah, no, it's SBX 2-6.
2-6.
Before it was SB, now it's SB Extreme.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
And the X means special session.
Yeah.
This will destroy vaping in California.
It will.
Straight across.
How many bills are going through right now?
12.
Yeah.
Actually, 14, because they just added two more.
So 12 to 14 bills are going through California right now. And as of right now, each one of them has passed its first step. There's two more that just got introduced like 2 or 3 days ago, so they haven't gone through the first
all
step.
taxes.
But yeah, all taxes and all calling this.
Well, not only will it destroy vaping in California, it will destroy our podcast.
Amongst other things, yeah. Shops.
That's fine. We'll just have a podcast of us slapping Gary in the face for 30 minutes.
We would have to do the podcast at one of our houses because we wouldn't be able to vape in the shop anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
but we wouldn't be able to give stuff away.
No,
and they're trying to
giveaways.
streamline these new ones too, so they're just going to happen like within 90 days of it passing.
And so if they pass all the steps, it's in effect in 90 days. Less than 3 months and it's in.
So if you go to the links below in our information section, is that what it's called? Information?
Description.
Yeah.
The link to notblowingsmoke.org, and they have all the phone numbers in there of the representatives and
You wrecked this
assembly members that you could call and tell them how you feel about these bills. Let them know you won't vote for them if they pass it.
Even if you're not from California, please.
It matters.
It does matter.
How many juice companies are in California that ship national?
Thousands.
All over the U.S.
So if you want your juice from California, you're not going to be able to get it if these bills go through. Period. Dot. So if you do buy juice from California right now,
period a dot.
There's 2 periods.
2.
Oh.
Extra punctuation.
And the dot is more important than the period.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, if you're buying juice from California, Cutwood. There's tons of lines that I could name off. But if you're buying juice,
a lot of the big juice companies in California.
To be honest, almost all of the big names are out here. There are some big names East Coast and throughout the country, but most of the big names are out here.
Are craft vapory California too?
Yeah.
And don't go thinking you can just be the do-it-yourself guy, because that's going to limit liquid nicotine as well.
Yes.
Liquid
do-it-yourself is gone. Now, if you're doing like speakeasies, now you're illegally trafficking a tobacco product if these bills pass. So
I'm in support.
It's a felony offense. Like, you got to weigh, is it worth it?
Well, yeah, but so were speakeasies, and they made a lot of money.
But they all
Just
did,
saying.
They all did really hard time or straight up died because of it.
Shop. Well, I mean, I really like vaping, though.
Yeah.
Back then, they really liked drinking.
But on a serious note, though, to do it legally and have your shops and have the environment and have the support that you have in your community, that all dissipate.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, living out here vaping, I mean, it'd be too hard. You're looking right around $100 for a 30 ml bottle of juice.
They want to tax
$100 for 30 milliliters. That's a day's worth of vaping for me.
wholesale and resale tax
Also,
of $2.85
kind of off topic
per
a little bit.
1.5 milliliters.
But
Okay.
go ahead.
Hold on.
Important.
Hold on.
I did it earlier. I did it earlier too when we're talking. This stuff we
Yeah.
shouldn't be interrupting. This stuff should be.
No, I know.
We've
but,
always been really bad at just
the
interrupting.
UK actually didn't lift their ban because they were trying to lift the ban on vaping, and their reasoning was because it's only 95% better than cigarettes.
And the thing is, it could be better than 95%.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, we
the
still
whole
don't
thing
know.
is, the scientists said it's up to 95%. Or no, it's at least 95%
At least
safer.
that's what, yeah.
And I mean, vaping.
That means it could be 96% safer, it could be 97% safer, it could be 98% safer, it could be 99% safer. It could be 99.9% safer, but they don't know enough to say higher than that. And like one of our spokespeople said, it's easier to say 95% safe than 96 or 97 because people like even numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you, I mean,
Zeros and fives.
Well, I was just pointing that out because I mean that could be us in the future.
Yeah.
Could be if tobacco wasn't America's largest cash crop.
It's really
That's
not
true.
worth it to look at it as something like, well, you know, I'll move to this state, or I don't live in that state. I live in this state, so it's fine. Like California is a progressive state. They're the
Trendsetter,
trendsetters for a lot of these kind of laws, especially when it comes to like limiting stuff.
The surrounding states already have bills set in place to take action based on taxing e-cigs if the taxing on e-cigs
So-
goes through in California.
perfect example, the smoking ban. When did it happen in California?
80s or 90s?
Like the 80s.
I have no idea if it was the first place or not, but I know this happened a lot sooner. South Dakota, it happened like 5 years ago.
Jeez.
Same thing with Michigan.
Yeah.
It travels though. I mean, it happens one place.
So yes, it may take a
wave
but
effect.
something that's getting this big this quick, it's going to spread a lot faster than a smoking ban is. The vaping is literally taking the nation. I mean, like it's like it brings a smile on my face to know how many people have quit smoking
Right.
cigarettes and gone to vaping. Like I wish there. I mean, there are numbers out there that give you an idea, but I know it's phenomenal, and big tobacco doesn't like it one bit. And neither do the governments because all the tax money they're losing.
You know, one excuse I see people use as a reason to not vape, I guess, is that it's an easy way out of cigarettes. When that's not the
Or
point.
you're replacing one habit for another,
Right.
or I'm going to die anyway. So I might as well
That
do what I
seems so
enjoy doing.
ludicrous to me. Like
People
you're
say
taking
that,
the easy way out of saving your life,
Right.
or of ruining your life. Okay, so I'm saving my life. Why is that bad?
I have a
I
something.
get what you're saying, but I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand their reasoning because, it is
no.
technically an easy way out of cigarettes.
They created fruit
but that's
for
the
a
reason.
Yeah.
No, dude,
Like that,
No,
that,
stop.
that mindset would be like somebody going, I don't like freeways. That's the easy
That
way
is
to
the
get to
easy
work.
way.
Right.
I take a dirt road 50 miles out of the way to get to
Uphill
my
both
job.
ways.
Yeah, like
In the snow in California,
why would you
Southern
do
California.
like, duh.
But no, there's a video I want to have linked into here. It was a very, very powerful video that I watched. It has 2 or 3 high-leveled vapors. They, I think, own shops that were talking about transitioning more and more people into vaping by doing like a sponsor a vapor program or giving out free starter kits, like little ego kits, because they're sitting in warehouses that are not being touched because we've advanced so far in vaping that starter kits are basically useless to us. But if we get those and collect them from vape shops and do all sorts of stuff and go to local events and start passing out these little ego kits with like cheap juice that, you know, is like back order stuff that nobody wants anymore. But nonetheless, it's 18, 24 milligram nic juice to help get smokers off.
Yeah.
They're saying if we start doing that and get more and more people on board, well, say we have 5 million people. Each one of us give one person at least a starter kit and some 18 to 24 nic. That's, what is it, 25 million people?
Well, I also
No,
want to say
10 million
this.
people. I'm sorry. My math was way
It's
off.
not a quit smoking device.
No, but it would
It's a healthier
transition.
alternative.
It can be.
Healthier alternative. It can be,
Yeah.
but it isn't. It's a healthier alternative to smoking.
But when you're calling it a healthier alternative, you're calling it a quit smoking device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're still smoking.
It can be looked at as a hobby thing, or it can be looked at as a cessation device.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's 100% both. there's nothing that says it's just a cessation device, and there's nothing that says it's just a hobby. I
Right.
mean, it certainly has its effects on both sides.
But no, I believe that if we banded together and actually went through with that, I mean, like he was explaining, 5 million people, each one person give one other person a starter kit. That's 2 people right there. That's 10 million people we have vaping there.
But back to the bills. The bills are ludicrous. It just shows us how ignorant the government is. They're like, quit smoking. No, wait, we're not ready for our wallets to have you do that right now. Like,
American Cancer Society, American Lung Association.
It's absurd.
It's sickening.
The fact that we found our way to freedom of big tobacco and they're not having it. It just, like, once you're in it, immersed in it, and you're following it, you just realize how, like, ignorant your representatives are.
Right. And I've said this before to a group of people, but when these bills pass, or if these bills pass and vaping kind of goes away, hopefully the people that do vape and use it to quit smoking, hopefully, and I'm one of these people as well, I'm hoping that I can just stay away from cigarettes, just if I'm not able to get my vape at all. Hopefully there's still ways we can get our vape and whatever, but...
Well, Chris is the same way as you.
Right. If we can't get this, I'm hoping I can stay off. And if we all can stay off cigarettes, that when all this stuff goes back in and then vaping isn't here anymore, big tobacco and the government are still going to continue to lose money because all these people aren't going to be putting money into the cigarettes, and then they're going to realize they completely shot themselves in the foot.
They care about their wallet and not anything else.
But it's not going to help their wallet.
Correct.
And when we know
that's all they see. That's all they care about. They don't care about the economy that vape has brought, is boosted. How many jobs has the vape scene created throughout the state?
I think we've estimated, over 100,000.
Yeah, easy.
In California.
How much revenue that brings to the state,
which isn't a solid number at all. That's a guess.
Because how many stores sell their juice to another store that's outside of the state? That's outside state income coming into the state,
right?
That they're not seeing. And then talk about the reduction in healthcare costs, like all the people that are on Medi-Cal, Medicaid that switch to vaping that aren't going to have these tobacco-related health issues, which is 40,000 people die every year related to tobacco in the state of California alone.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have to deal with those health complications on medical cost also. They're not looking at any of that. All they care about is what big tobacco paid them to say.
Pretty much.
What's big tobacco's scapegoat? Children.
Yep.
They believe that adults should not want to vape flavors because, God forbid, flavors appeal to children.
I keep forgetting this. This absolutely blows my mind. How can chewing tobacco get away with making flavors? But
yeah, I know chewing tobacco has so many flavors.
I brought up the last podcast. I brought up that new the Truth commercial talking about hookahs instead. Have you guys seen that yet? By the way,
No.
They hit on that too. They talk, like, one of the things that flashes on the screen is like they want you to believe it's not as harmful because it tastes like this, and it shows a bunch of like fruit and candies and stuff. So like Truth is looking at that like it's still just as bad, even though it tastes like flavors. Like, so they're kind of hitting on the fact that, like, it's not okay. Like, you can't sell cigarettes that are flavored like that. But hookah is totally fine. You could flavor hookah however the hell you want. Like,
yeah, same with Kevin was saying with the chewing tobacco.
How is that not already a law, though? Because technically isn't chewing tobacco a tobacco product?
Yes.
So they have tobacco products, which is cigarettes and everything else that falls under it, which is, but that's where they're going to place vaping. And then they also have the fine tobacco loophole, which is your cigars. That's how come you get the flavor infused
Well, these are
cigars.
premium juices. They should be fine tobaccos.
That's not how they're going to categorize it, though.
fine as in, like,
I know.
It's a pure tobacco, if you will. But that's what hookahs, the chewing tobacco, and the cigars fall into.
I think we covered this enough. I think I'm going to go crazy if we keep talking about this any longer. Do you guys' parts. Make your phone calls.
Notblowingsmoke.org.
Notblowingsmoke.org. Seriously, check it out. We need to do something. A lot of people are stepping up, but we need more. Those phone calls still help, but we need more. More. Maximus.
Yeah. If you're one of our viewers with lots of money and you want to put the advertisement on TV, hit notblowingsmoke.org. It'd be very awesome.
Let's get on to something fun and good.
So, Gary, you've never shot a gun.
Correct.
Or a bow.
Yeah, I've never shot anything, and I've never killed anything. The biggest thing I can't say I never killed anything. The biggest thing I've ever killed was a lizard.
Why would you kill a lizard?
You probably had it coming.
The lizard eat the bugs. The bugs are what you want to kill.
No wonder.
I don't remember why I killed
it, man. You don't know what happened.
I don't remember why I did it. I was like 8 or 9 years old. I don't remember why I did it. It just happened. But yeah, I've never killed anything bigger than a lizard.
It just happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never accidentally killed a lizard.
The reason why I accidentally what happened is he was chilling under a rock. I was standing on the rock.
Picked up the rock and smashed it.
No, I was standing on the rock. The rock ended up moving all the other rocks around.
So you shot
squished it.
Show what you see. It's a total accident. Don't know what happened.
What's the biggest animal you've
And
killed?
I killed it.
Huh?
What's the biggest animal you've killed then?
I don't want to answer that.
All right. Give me an answer you will answer then.
The second largest thing I've ever killed. Bird.
Huh? Fair enough.
Like pheasants and shit. Hunting.
Mine
love hunting
would be a
pheasants.
white-tailed deer.
I grew up in South Dakota. Pheasants
Mule deer.
everywhere.
All you do is make a loud noise and then they go.
That's a
and
big,
you just
that's
shoot
a
them.
big animal.
You call it hunting, it's more like skeet shooting.
They're bigger, but yeah.
It's a significant difference if you look at it.
My dad used to hunt squirrels in our backyard. That was pretty funny.
So I got
all he would do is he would fire one round in the air, and you'd see them scatter, right? And then he whistles really loud and really sharp. And they all stop and look. And then he shoots them.
That's a good tactic.
He called it hunting. I don't know if that qualifies. It's more like target practice.
real quick hunting
It's actually
story.
a smart way to do it.
This does get a little bit graphic, so if you're hunting, killing animals, just turn it off for a second. I'll wave my hands in the air when I'm done telling a story or something. I don't know. The first time I actually killed. No, either way, I was deer hunting, and we were sitting in a shelter belt, big field in front of us. Saw this doe that was running or walking across the field. I shot at it.
I figured. But that's not... yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Not exactly what I was getting at.
So he was running across the field, and I shot at him. He ran.
Did you eat it afterwards?
Just like,
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
I shot it. She ran. I shot again. I missed, and I hadn't had the scope sighted in since I had it. So I mean, this scope had been in a closet for however long. It had been in the car riding with us. Like it was way.
So it wasn't zeroed.
Right. So the third shot I take, it's a semi-automatic 30-06, by the way. So I mean, I'm like, bam, bam, yeah. And on the third shot, I'm literally aiming for the vital area, the chest and heart and everything. Yeah. And something happened. I don't know if I squeezed too hard or what, but I freaking shot that thing square in the head, and it was running like right here, and it was running like if I'm here, it was running like that. And I mean, he was 50 yards away by the time I hit him. The whole end over end thing, like yeah. Classic hunting, like boom, boom. And that was it. So that's it. Everything does.
That's not graphic.
I've also killed deer, pigs, javelina. If you know what a javelina is,
I don't.
Got one of those.
What is
They're like a giant rodent that resembles a pig.
Is it still graphic?
They're in Arizona. No,
okay.
Giant rodent that resembles a pig.
Yeah, collared peccary, if you will.
You know what our graphic?
That's even worse of a description.
No, indeed.
You know what our graphic?
What?
Cunts.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm an avid hunter.
You don't actually have to bleep that out.
And I believe in game conservation, and that's part of the reason I won't hunt in California, because they don't have a game conservation program. They just want everything dead. True story.
Not cool.
Yes.
Well,
not at all.
I've only hunted a lot of whitetail because there's a ton of whitetail in Michigan.
You've had to eat? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And I ate everything.
Venison is amazing.
I've got a hunting story. Did I ever tell you guys about the special training I did in Virginia? My staff sergeant caught a deer.
No.
I say caught because he wasn't hunting it.
I feel like I might be.
So we had to do some special training in Virginia. Like we had to spend like 3 weeks or something like that in the woods. And my chief and a gunnery sergeant brought their bow and arrows, right? At first it was just target practice or playing around, and then they both found out that they each brought it, and they're like, let's go hunting. Because they're high ranking, they're not doing shit else, the training's for us, so they're just sitting around. So they both leave into the woods. They're gone for like 2 days. Nobody hears from them. They come back stinking, dirty, tired, nothing. And they go, we didn't see a single thing out there, not a goddamn anything. Like nothing for us to see. We couldn't even shoot squirrel if we wanted to. We didn't see anything. As they're telling us this, Staff Sergeant, craziest dude I've ever met in my life, drives up in a truck, a pickup truck, with a dead deer strapped to the hood of his car. And gets out, and like we're just blown away. We're like, "What the hell?" They're like, "Where did you find that thing?" He's like, "Fucker jumped out in front of me, so I strapped him to the car after I hit him."
Nice.
Gave it to the galley. They cooked it up, and we ate it. It was delicious.
That's what I would have done
It
too.
was just the funniest thing because like my chief and the gunny were just looking at him like, "You son of a bitch."
That's actually pretty wild.
Was this in California?
Virginia. If you were listening.
Did you get it tested for chronic wasting disease?
No. Who's that? It sounds like somebody just shits a lot.
No, it basically deteriorates you from the inside out, and it could take up to 60 years to take effect.
Oh, well, I'll probably be dead before then, so I'm good.
Right on.
Fair enough.
I don't know about you guys, but I do not want to live to see, like, 60.
Really?
60's the new 40.
Fuck no.
Until you hang out with a 40-year-old when you're 60.
I want to be 90 years old, being a senile old asshole.
I mean, until I get there, being just that old asshole will be a lot of fun.
It would be.
But no, I say that because...
Yeah, exactly.
Because of my time working in a hospital, like...
Well, yeah. If I'm in a bed and I can't do anything for myself, like, yeah, I don't want to live to that.
Oh, yeah, kill me. Yeah. Even if I'm totally awake and I might live for another 20 years, it's just I'm probably not going to get out of bed for the rest of my life. Kill me. Fucking... Yeah. No.
I'm kind of in the same
Or
boat.
I better
the second in my life when someone has to wipe my ass for the rest of my life, I want to be fucking dead.
Or be fucked up enough to the point where I don't know what's happening.
Well, yeah, that's... Yeah.
I'd be accepted. No, I'm talking like just have them pump you.
Oh, like actually senile.
Yeah, like no, like actually no, like them pump you full of shit.
What, playing senile would be fun as hell.
Oh no, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Being actually senile would be fun too, except you wouldn't know that it's fun.
Suck, dude. People who are actually senile hate that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone who's actually senile and goes, "This is the greatest shit ever. I meet new people every day."
Yeah.
Have you met my wife? I haven't. Why would that be okay?
It wouldn't be okay, but it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be funny to see.
Define senile for me. Seriously, I don't think I know. Or maybe we're both okay. So senile.
I'm probably wrong. I'm thinking senile is like you just fucking forget shit every day.
Senile to me is like you don't realize you're being an asshole. Like you would request them to do something like
outrageous.
Yeah, or just. Going into kind of being halfway kleptomaniac when you go in someplace, but not actually being a klepto, or shitting on the floor and not realizing it, or
that's like Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
but
that's like crazy Alzheimer's.
You find out right now?
When I say senile, I'm saying like
staring at a chick's tits and you're like, those are nice, and then walking away, like just doing stuff that you normally wouldn't.
You're naming multiple psychological disorders.
Yes.
Or thinking you're two people at once.
You're naming so many
I know. I was being funny for that last one.
So, but anyways, I think we should.
I just picture an old asshole when I think of an old senile man.
Dan is totally vaping this juice right now.
Yeah.
You fucker!
I couldn't wait.
Oh, you couldn't wait.
Well, that's.
He's like, I want jelly toast.
Yeah, don't tell the podcast or anything. Just do it.
I just did.
But I was saying.
No, he already did.
I think we should take Barry out hunting.
We should.
But we should kill two birds with one stone, and instead of having him just shoot a deer, he's going to shoot a bow into a trigger of a gun that shoots a deer. That way we could just save time.
Or we could teach him gun safety first before we walk in.
No, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
Sink or swim. It's like sink or swim, dude. That's how I learned how to swim.
From that?
Jump into safety.
Damn it. Nice name drop. Fuck, I was going to do that.
You just jump into the pool and pray to God that you figure out how to swim real quick.
Want to go swimming?
So it doesn't taste like toast.
Gary,
I already know how to swim.
the problem with what you just said is as if you were to jump in the pool and everybody else around you drowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That would be weird. I would probably never swim again.
No,
I
was like the greatest swimmer in the world. I would never do it again.
No. That's
What if you swam by yourself?
Or if I
according to that logic.
Hey, come to the pool with me. We'll have a good time.
Come on, have a dip. Want to get in the hot tub? I would just test it to see how far it would go and be like, hey, do you want soup? Just see how little of water I could get people to drown in.
You make them soup and they're like...
They just face plant into it.
Smell this water for me.
Just a little Dixie cup.
No, spoon. A spoon.
Oh my God.
Spoon. Does this smell weird?
Wouldn't that be terrible though? Like if you were trying to give your kid cough syrup?
I wouldn't be having it though. The whole idea is that
whole drowning
you do
it. Did I miss something here? Like, how are they drowning from like a soup?
So Gary
Speaking of fucking
basically Gary said
I missed something.
Gary said it's like it would be hunting without teaching proper gun safety. He's like it's like swimming. You just jump in the water and you sink or swim. And I'm like, no, that's like you jumping in the water and everybody else around you drowns.
Now why is everyone
according
else
to that logic? And
now why is everyone hold on. No, now why is everyone else drowning in soups and cups of water?
Because you want to see how far it
Or
goes.
cough syrup.
I was saying how far would it go to where you'd still be able to make people drown if you were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
If this was a superpower...
You're basically saying you eat the soup and they eat the same soup.
So you're saying that by you being close to the pool, everyone else drowns? Not
In the pool.
So if you're not there, everyone else is going to be fine.
So like say you touch the water.
So they can swim when you're not there.
Yes.
That's where I'm like, but if they can't swim at all, then why?
Because basically what Donovan's saying
Why'd they even get in the pool?
me not knowing very much gun safety would end up killing all of you guys, and I'd be the only one surviving.
correct.
I'm pretty sure.
Look, a dead horse.
I'm pretty sure Gary.
All right.
I hope I helped wrap this up. I hope I helped wrap this up for some of you out there too.
I'm pretty sure that Gary would
silence
probably be
these dickheads.
scared.
Look, there's dicks on their heads.
Which
Look,
means
right
he'd
here.
hit a bullseye on his first try.
Maybe,
I mean, it's not like
I mean,
I'm
dicks on their heads now.
not.
but you're not comfortable with a weapon.
We'll have
I mean,
bulldogs.
if someone hands me a gun and says, "Hey, check this out,"
But you're not going to be that guy that goes, "Hey, what does this do?"
Yeah, no.
Right? So
I'm comfortable enough with a weapon that like holding it and with a loaded weapon isn't scary. Because I've held a loaded weapon before, but I've never fired a loaded weapon. That's the one thing, gun safety wise, I don't know.
I want
about.
to see you bruise the shit out of your shoulder.
No.
I'm not that stupid. I've seen how it's
It
done.
won't be. I haven't touched that stuff in a while.
No.
Touch it.
You don't.
Touch it.
You don't do that.
Why?
Now, after he's been shooting a while and he's familiar with gun safety, you give him a bigger gun and tell him to hold it just a little, inch in front of his shoulder. That's one thing, but to like fuck with him right away, that's not cool.
I know you're supposed to hold it right up in here. You're not supposed to hold it away from your body because the kickback is going to knock you down.
That's the thing, though, is like they tell everybody that when they're about to shoot one. It's not because they didn't tell them that. It's because while you're doing that, they get nervous and push it away from themselves.
All right, good stories. Juice.
But no, hold on. I want to hear why you held a loaded gun and didn't fire it.
The reason I've held...
Unless this is like a story you shouldn't share.
Well, my Uncle Randy was working for a security company, put a loaded Glock on the table and say, "Hey, check it out." Okay. And then my dad being...
He's indoors.
I was saying shouldn't as in like some crazy shit happened in his life that we don't know about.
No,
he was a super gangster.
At one point, my dad's conspiracy
That's
theory...
where the bandana came from.
1 year during the last recent election, my dad's conspiracy theories and paying attention. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. My dad doesn't even watch the podcast anymore.
That's what he watches.
I'm going to tell you to watch it this time.
No, so he's having one of his weird conspiracy theory moments and paying too much attention to the internet and not around to the world around him. Was afraid that when Obama wasn't elected president, that all the people in our neighborhood of ethnic diversity,
You can say it. This is not
black people. I'm sorry.
So basically, your dad thought that if Obama didn't get elected,
the black people were going to riot.
React negatively.
They were tweeting that and posting that all over the internet that if Obama doesn't win, we're going to riot. So that made him all paranoid. And where my bedroom was located,
does that mean all the
front
women
door,
are gonna riot?
my bedroom window.
Just
You did
stop.
say all.
Just
Let
stop.
me finish my
Just
story,
stop.
Dan.
Sorry.
Just stop.
Front door, my bedroom window. My dad put the 22 in my room and told me, "Okay, I want you to show me that you know how to use this."
Okay.
And had me, load it up, load the chamber.
That's great. He gives you a 22.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not going to do anything, by the way.
You need a BB gun.
You might as well just hit him with it.
Probably do more damage.
But
First time I shot a 20. Go ahead.
But the way the room was situated is like I had clear vantage point of the whole front porch, so there was nowhere they could have hid for me to not be able to shoot
You have a
them.
sniper in the room. It really stings
God.
when you
And
shoot.
Leslie dug him. I didn't even hear it. Did you hear it?
We have a sniper in the room. It really stings when he shoots.
But no,
Ow! What was that?
but no,
Did I get stung by a bee?
that's how that went down, and those are the only two cases I've ever held a loaded gun.
But you've seen a 22 round then, right?
Yeah, they're tiny. They're like this.
I would have looked at that and been like, "You fucking serious?"
You do know that's the sniper's choice of weapon, right?
Well, yeah, because you put one in someone's head and they're going down. But
My dad was basically...
The reason is because if you put a 22 round into somebody's head, it's going to bounce.
Yeah.
It wasn't the sniper's choice. It was the executioner and the mob arrow's choice. Because they put
I
it
agree.
straight to the
That's-
head.
The sniper is not going to want that.
That's where it came
The sniper needs to shoot far away.
Yeah.
Back,
You can increase velocity
20
without increasing round size.
The distance
22 can't go
that
very
I would have
far.
shot somebody
Can't go
would have
very
been
far.
from
If a
would have
modified
been me to
22
Donovan.
can.
That's literally
we're talking about
probably the
something
farthest they would have been before I would have actually
Alright.
taken fire
the
upon
bullet
anybody.
itself, though, compared to a 30-06 or a 50 cal.
So that to the knee would probably take your knee out at least.
It's actually
But no, yeah.
This one's white. This one's black. Semantics.
That's how that all went down. It's the only times I've ever held a loaded gun.
That's actually-
so I still have never shot.
How is the jelly toast juice?
That's what I hear from everybody. Everyone says, yeah, shooting's a great experience. I already tried that one.
just
I had it
makes
on
you
my
feel
way.
fucking manly when you do
So
it.
it kind of tastes like burnt toast to me.
Yeah, it kind of has that like
All right.
burnt toast.
Pause. No more talking about guns. No more talking about hunting.
Well, if
no more
it didn't
talking
taste
about
like
anything.
burnt toast, it would just taste like bread.
Yeah.
Craft Vapory e-juice.
No, but like there's toast. And then sorry.
Craft Vapory e-juice. They actually came out with their own line to put out now, and they maybe had this when they sent us their sample box, but
Maybe, I don't
when
know.
people give me a line.
either way, they just gave us these at ECC to sample and review on the podcast.
In case anyone sees me at VapeCon. Kidding, don't, please. That would make for a really awkward situation.
Oh my god.
Hey, Ryan, you party? No. No, bro.
Hey man, you party?
I don't know those videos.
Thank you, Craft Vapory, for sending these samples.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Really
thank
quick,
you.
before we get started, little vape salute to them.
Ooh, what am I vaping on?
Thank you, Craft Vapory.
Probably the mango sticky rice.
That's Ophasian.
That does smell like rich mango. I love it.
It's really
I'm gonna be
good.
that guy and say I don't want to drip it on my mom.
Oh my god.
While we're doing this,
I don't want to ruin it with Maximus.
if you had to
Who's got what?
choose between vaping with a RDA or a tank, a sub-ohm tank, any tank on the market right now, like with a replacement coil, what would you choose?
RDA. All day long.
Gary,
I
go RDA.
couldn't do
Hold on.
tank.
Before this.
Couldn't do
I
it.
can't make that decision
Why?
because I haven't vaped on enough tanks.
Oh,
I've pretty much vaped on every tank that's gone
Like,
through this.
so it's automatically RDA because I don't have that experience.
okay.
No, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. Why can't you?
Scooch.
Scooch.
I don't know where he's going.
He probably went to go grab a sub tank.
You're like,
No,
are you
maybe.
that serious?
I'm serious, contractually obligated. I can't.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, then yeah.
Well, W or H?
W.
Okay. That helps me a lot. Oh my god.
What just happened?
Nothing.
Secrets.
I had sex.
Did you?
And it felt so good.
God, that song was so hyped when it first came out.
I know.
Oh, did the jam on here?
My old neighbor used to be obsessed with Lonely Island.
Okay, vape it.
Because the mixture or because the
No, because of the flavor.
Yeah, I like it.
I had to know what was
Do
on
you
there.
like mangoes though?
But doesn't it taste like burnt toast to you?
I do. I love.
I taste a lot of the berry jam.
I'm not.
Well, so do I.
But
Same thing that Donovan had with the oranges on that one. Like, like
might
any
need
orange
to
we
drip it
tasted,
again.
like you taste like the orange peel. And like I get the mango
You
skin.
might need to drip it again.
Cornbread.
I'm really excited to try that one.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. There's my juice. My cotton is like black. So
But the mango one, the sticky rice,
getting
yeah.
a burnt cotton flavor with
Yeah. I have refused to recotton that one just because I've been so lazy about
Cornbread, is
doing
that close to Maximus, the profile?
I don't know.
Can I put it with Maximus and not
I would
ruin
have
my
to put it
Maximus
through a
version?
taste.
Probably. I mean, just try it on there. I mean, if you can get past the burnt cotton taste, be my
I
guest.
know what
It's
it's
only
gonna.
herpes, bro.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't want to rock it at 70 watts though.
Why not? That's what I rock it at.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of tank is that?
With a star, dude.
Yeah, I go 70.
Yeah, absolutely.
70?
The thing can handle up
gives
to
you,
100.
gives you a nice
What
hot
did you have
hit.
on there before?
What's in
Lana,
here?
Victoria, God knows what else.
Cereal.
I go 70. I go 70 or like 60 if I'm on.
So Ryan, Gary said RDA. Dan couldn't decide because he doesn't really use tanks that much. If you had to choose between an RDA or
I like the Kanger too.
a tank,
Pro tank too?
that's it. Like
Yeah.
like
No, I'm kidding.
like if one or the other didn't exist anymore, would you go RDA or would you go tank?
If one or the other didn't exist anymore,
Like you had to vape it. Like that's all vaping was from there on out.
to be honest, I'd rather tank in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I'm like you, I'm lazy. I'd much rather not drip all the time. Like I will sacrifice big clouds. I will sacrifice a little bit of flavor. I would sacrifice that nice hot hit that you get from RDAs and the airflow, all for the fact that I wouldn't have to fucking constantly drip it. Like I always have my tank on me
With Maximus.
because if I'm sitting at my computer, I can just hit it all the time and not worry about it. If I'm driving, I don't have to worry about it. My RDA is pretty much like for here or when I'm chilling at home, not doing
This thing
anything.
is fucking huge.
Yeah. It's one of the bigger
That's what
sub
she
tanks,
said.
that's for sure.
Kevin,
RDA.
all day,
All day.
every day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I'm with Ryan. Sub tank, dude. Lazy vapor.
I'm probably the worst example when it comes to dripping and I'm one of the worst examples when it comes to dripping and driving. I don't care. I'll drip and drive.
I do too.
So drink and drive too?
Okay. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's me. I might have vapor's tongue, but I'm not getting the.
Did we ever
cornbread
talk
at all.
about how me and Gary got pulled over?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I think we have talked about that.
That was
like
funny.
the day, like the weekend after that happened.
That scared the
You
shit out of
gotta
me.
go.
I know, dude, that was terrifying.
What?
You can hit it again if you want.
I was actually more afraid when I
change your
didn't know
mind?
it was good.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I can straight up decide though.
You don't have to. So you're saying RDA?
Can you sideways decide?
Yes.
REA for life. It's like tugboat for life. I can seriously.
I saw Dan like re-saying what I said to him in his head. Like, did he just fucking? That doesn't make sense.
So I can take my unicorn bottle and just go.
Stop it.
Squeeze, done. And I have at least probably 5 minutes of chain vaping that I can do.
I love my
So I'm so tank that I just struck a deal with Kevin that he's basically building my Addy for me. So I don't have to do it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lazy Vapor.
I hang on to builds for as long as possible. That shit has to crack for me to change it.
You know what? I'm going to have to say RDA.
If you get Clapton, that will change.
Because I enjoy doing
That's
builds.
why I won't ever do Claptons.
I know.
That would be my only
Don't make
You
means.
can clean off the inside, the Clapton
enjoy
part,
building,
but you
so-
can't clean the fuse.
I mean, I
part
like
parallel
tanks because
inside.
I don't have to drip all the time, and I
It gets
just
so
feel the same
nasty after
flavor.
like 2 to 3
They're great
weeks.
for on the road.
Like
They're amazing
Like you
for on
can
the
burn
road.
cotton after you vape
But
fresh cotton.
at the same
for,
time, I enjoy doing
a couple
builds
hours.
on my regular RDA. Yeah,
it's just
tugboat, dude.
you do it for so long,
regulated
and then you
or mechanical?
let's keep these going as we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Because we're actually past our time.
No review today.
No review today.
No.
Sorry.
Regulated or mechanical?
Yeah.
Burnt toast.
Man, if you would have asked me about 5 months ago, I would have said mechanical.
Oh, I know.
But regulated is the way to go. You can still get your mechanical hit. You can still get. I mean, you can literally set it so it hits exactly the same as it would on your mechanical mod.
Burnt toast.
But then
And berries.
say before you go to bed or in the morning when it's a little bit harsher. Not yet. When it's a little bit harsher, you can actually just crank it. You can set your memory setting and then just turn it on to the next memory
it's not
setting.
bad.
Just tank it like a man.
Vape.
That's what I do every morning. Fresh batteries, fresh hit. With
Sorry, but
6
I'm the kind of guy who's literally likes to, vape literally less than 60 seconds before I'm laying down to close my eyes to fall asleep. And
I do too.
And
Yeah.
I don't want a super harsh hit right before I go to bed, so I'm like, so I crank it down.
I love the versatility of the variable voltage
Yeah.
devices. And I love the safety that they put in place in them also.
After borrowing your
Especially with the
variable
snowball.
for what I had it like for 2 weeks, used it. I like them,
I like that.
but if I had to choose one or the other,
It's not
mechanical.
bad.
That burnt taste is a
one did
specific.
you
It's
borrow?
supposed to be in there. It's a specific. I wonder what the flavor is because I tasted it before and I
I don't know.
actually
Kind of tastes like popcorn.
No,
Kinda,
I'm
but-
getting burnt toast.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I vaped that, I wouldn't know
No.
when to change my.
no
color.
that burnt taste. It's supposed to. It's in the juice. It's not.
Yeah.
Cotton.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't like it.
I'm kind of infatuated with it.
You're
I think it's
confused by
good.
it.
Infatuated means
How do you think they get a
You're intrigued
burnt
by it? You
toast
like it?
extract?
I don't know.
I think they just like make toast
take
and then
love.
just like
Dude, I was going to say that. Yeah, they totally hit it with the cheese grater and burnt off.
Put it all
So
in
I'm
the VG and
infatuated
just
with
kind of.
it.
It's like the Y
It's like soggy
boner.
bread.
It's like the Y boner or the confused boner. Like you look at a girl, she's kind of okay looking. She's got something going on for her, but you don't know what it is. It's kind of like one of those things.
And you get a boner?
The if boner. That's what it is. The if boner.
I totally heard what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
I want you to elaborate.
I heard. Oh, where did the fuck
So
did I get?
all I can
Let's just
picture
go with-
is
give
Gary
us-
walking
give us
down
a
the
Y
street
boner
looking at a
story.
chick and he's like,
Well, an if boner, Y boner, if boner, same thing.
maybe.
Basically, you're attracted to someone possibly of the opposite sex that looks like a female, and you're somewhat attracted to them because of the fact that they look like a female.
Wait
Wait a minute.
Is he?
Wait a minute.
When you find yourself,
Ryan, don't grow your hair back out.
So a guy.
Don't do it.
a guy that looks passable as a girl.
I think I've had one of those,
See?
but I didn't get a boner.
No, it's an expression. Like
Yeah.
you find yourself
No,
like
it was-
confused why you're like attracted to
like-
this person because you know it's a guy.
It was like elementary school or something. There was a kid in my class that had hair down to his ass, and we were at we all went to the country club.
What just happened?
I don't know what's going on right
We
now.
all went to like a field trip to the local country club that has a pool, right? And all I see is I look over and I
Strange
see
field trip.
a body coming up out of the water with long hair down to their butt and like no bikini top on. So I was like, oh man! Turns around, it's a dude. Ooh.
That's a Y boner.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
an if boner,
Gotcha.
per se.
I think I know what you're talking about. The name is like Caitlin or something.
That's a totally different story because that's a whole sex change. It's now a female. This
So
is
wait a
a
minute.
male with a penis.
Would you?
No auto-
Would you do a hot, super smoking hot chick that used to be a guy?
I don't.
That's a really
I mean,
fine
if you don't
one.
know, obviously it's gonna happen.
What if she was into ponies?
You mean he was into ponies?
Acceptance, man.
I know, man.
Nobody knows.
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I'd have to really debate on it.
See, if I didn't know,
I
obviously
answered until the next podcast.
No,
No.
it's gonna be. We're gonna forget about it. And we won't even talk about it.
Now, if it was like a one-time thing, yeah, probably.
That's the point.
But if it was gonna turn into a long-term
Dude,
thing,
why not? How cool would it be to be married to someone like that?
it would be kind of cool. Be an interesting meal topic, you know?
Are you
Right?
gay?
Like,
Sitting at dinner
think
table with
about
your
it, though.
family.
How many times?
No,
okay,
think about it.
Donovan, think about this.
I
Stick with
can't.
me here.
I can't.
All right, you're on a long road trip. Okay, you guys are just stuck in the car. Maybe you don't have AC and it's hot, right? And she turns to you and goes, "Remember a bunch of weeks ago when we were at my mother's house and you said some really inappropriate shit?" That would never happen.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't happen if you don't say inappropriate.
Still the
shit.
mentality of a
Yeah,
guy.
you, so
So you guys could still think on the same wavelength.
right? You could play video games. You could play like
If they
fighting
have the
games
sex
together.
change, they have the hormone imbalance.
Yeah, but they still sort of have the same thoughts and mentality,
You're
I'm
holding
sure.
your theory, sir.
That's right.
But yeah, there's Way to go, Mr. Logic. Thanks for being Captain Buzzkill.
I made a great pun.
Oh
and
my
you missed
god.
it.
That was epic.
All right.
That was pretty epic.
All right. All right. Back.
But back to the juice.
Back on. The juice.
Okay. The It's Toast, is this one that you had on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, It's Toast for me, they got a lot of burnt toast out of it. The flavor is supposed to be there. I actually kind of like it. It's a weird, it's not quite burnt, but it's almost a warm, I don't it's so hard to describe it.
It's hard to.
It's
I
like a
don't
nice
know.
breakfast on a Sunday.
But to me, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I like it.
I'm not a fan.
It's not one of my, like, it's not Maximus, of course. But,
What is?
don't smell it first.
Yeah.
Really?
That's kind of how all
Really?
that juice is, except for the mango rice. The
I
mango rice
like
is bomb.
I like the taste.
I'm a huge fan of the mango rice.
I thought
I
the
didn't
whole
try the
line was
mango rice.
decent, and you should try it. It's definitely a different flavor profile.
Unless he has cornbread
keeps
on there.
your keeps
Or is
your
it still
buds
rice?
guessing.
Still rice.
The mango was a very strong fruit flavor. It was very good. Not overpowering.
I do get the hints of the white rice in there, like that you just had like plain white rice and then put mango on it.
Okay.
like it.
So good overall on that.
Yeah.
The cornbread, to me, the cornbread wasn't quite.
I didn't get any cornbread.
No.
I didn't really taste anything.
Now, if you get a, what is it,
I
Jiffy?
really like cornbread, so it's kind of like
I know
a little
Me
bit.
too.
A little blue and white box. If you can get that cornbread with some honey and butter on it, and just get that flavor somehow, you got me sold. Because I love cornbread, and that's my
Well,
favorite brand of cornbread.
Any good cornbread is good.
Yeah, but that's like the only cornbread I know, dude.
Well, it's because you're white.
Anyway, so
I mean-
keep in mind with juices
Wait,
and
I'm
what
white.
we're vaping at, different ohms, different heats, different everything will change that flavor. So you certainly could get a cornbread flavor out of that, just not at the levels that we're vaping at right now.
Correct.
So like Donovan said, very different juice line. We had overall like on it. I'd say overall thumbs
I
up.
enjoyed
on
it,
all of it. Yeah. Definitely worth a try. Go check Craft Vapory out. They had their package thing is awesome.
Yeah.
I can't remember the packages they have, but such a great subscription deal.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
the cool little playing cards. Like we did an
Yeah.
episode with those ones. That
That
was
was-
really good.
And then
Probably
give
one of
us
the
a love
better-
letter.
Probably one of the better presented packages like that I've seen. Like you said, it had
Yeah.
the cards for each flavor that you got in there.
Yeah.
That was a bad
And
starter.
from what I've heard, though, too, is like they are one of the companies that does the subscription that actually does it right.
Yeah.
They'll
Sample
really
boxes step their
they'll really
game, too.
fine tune what you get,
Yeah.
what you're gonna get,
They do pay a little more attention than Sample Box does
and you'll
when it
still
comes
get
to that kind
the
of
random flavor in there because that's what they kind of want to do is
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you
I'm
keep
not
on
100%
saying
sure,
I like
actually.
peas, you'll never try anything
Right.
else if
Yeah.
you're just getting.
I'm assuming that they're doing that.
Yeah.
There's no hard proof.
As far as I know, that's what they're still
Right.
doing.
But yeah, so Craft Vapory, check them out. They have an awesome subscription service. They have an awesome juice line to check out. Thank you again very much, Craft Vapory. Real quick, before we go, we'll give you guys one more vape salute.
Yay!
You guys are awesome.
Wait! I said wait. Hold it.
Sorry.
I got a new toy review.
No one cares.
Oh, dang.
Review in the
We're not
future,
reviewing
possibly.
it.
future?
Oh, well, in the future.
Yeah, not like now because I've only had it for 2 days.
Right. So right now, no one cares.
It's a secret. You guys don't get to know when it is or when it'll be or what it is.
Right. We might care later.
What is what?
What?
Ready for the vape salute?
I'm ready.
Thank you, Craft Vapory. But that is about it. I think I need to say like 3 more times in this episode. So we're gonna
notblowingsmoke.org. Please.
Notblowingsmoke.org.
Something smells awful.
Your face. Notblowingsmoke.org.
No, it's not my face.
Make your phone calls. Call your senators. Call your Californians. Don't know what I was going to say there, but just do your part. Do what you can. Thank you very much for tuning in with us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you. Shut up, Kevin. Until next time, Vapor's gonna vape. Does that rhyme with?
I need a lot more beer.